Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for my week 8 to 12 video. So the day I left you was, I was talking about my first prenatal appointment. That day that I recorded that video, I left my prenatal appointment that morning, I believe, and I started getting a sore throat. And I thought it was just because there was a bit of smoke in the air from the wildfires up north, for the forest fires, and I thought my throat was just irritated from that, and I didn't think too much of it. But by the end of that day, it was starting to get worse. And then the next morning, I got up for work. I had training that day, so no matter how sick I was going to this training, because if I missed it, it would have taken forever to get it again. So I suffered through that day. I had a really sore throat, I could barely talk, I had a really bad headache, and it was just terrible, terrible day. The next day, I went to work again, and they sent me home because I was sick. And so I came home and I was gonna go to the doctor, but it was too early, so I ended up taking a nap, a good long nap. And when I woke, I did feel a bit better. My throat was starting to feel better. But I had to go to my doctor anyways to get a doctor's note. So I knew they weren't going to give me anything. I was worried the day before that I had an infection because it was so bad. It had like that pins and needles, kind of like razor blades in your throat feeling, which is terrible. So yeah, I went and got a doctor's note, and he was going to take me off work for like a week. But I was like, just take me off for like today and tomorrow, which is my 3 days, and then I'll go back and work my nights. So that's what I done. By nights, my throat was pretty much back to normal. It was a bit croaky, like, you know, at the end of a really bad sore throat, you kind of lose your voice. Well, it was kind of like that. My nights, they were okay, but I mean, I was still getting over a cold, so I wasn't really feeling well. And you know, when you get a cold, your whole body gets sore. But yeah, that it was that kind of cold. My whole body was sore, and I just had a headache, and I just wasn't feeling well. And then my nose got super stuffy, and yeah. So that was that week. Terrible week. Of course, I had to get sick. I must have caught something at the doctor's office or along the way. I don't really know, but hey, at least it happened before my trip to Vegas. So week 9, nothing really happened. I think I worked half of it. Week 10 was when I went to Vegas. So we left for Vegas on the 2nd. And that trip went pretty good. The worst thing was the heat for me. It was like 40 degrees every day. And I know it's in the middle of the desert, and I should have expected it, which I did, but still it was so hot. Like, that was the hottest place I've ever been. And even like where I'm from, no matter what, the wind is always like a breeze. It's a cold breeze, not cold, but it's a nice breeze. There, it's like a hot breeze. Like, there's no escaping it. I also don't do well in heat, so I kind of get like overwhelmed, and I don't know if I overheat or whatever. I try to drink as much water as I possibly could. Another funny story, everyone's going around with those like huge like slushy drinks, and I really wanted one, and it took me forever to find a bar that had slushy that didn't have alcohol already mixed in it, and that was Numb Bar. So if you ever go to Vegas and you're looking for slushy without alcohol, check out Numb Bar. But unfortunately, they didn't have like so good of flavors as like the other one, like the daiquiri bars and stuff, but it worked, I guess. We had a really good trip. We done the Grand Canyon and the Hoover Dam. We done a helicopter tour over the Strip. What else did we do? Just a lot of walking around, to be honest. A lot of walking. The worst was we walked to the Welcome to Vegas sign. That was brutal. I didn't realize how far it was, and it's not that far, but when you're just boiling in the sun, just, yeah, it's rough. Walking back, seriously, we had to stop in McDonald's. There's a McDonald's on the way, not very far. We had to stop in there because I was done. Like, I was getting stomach sick and everything. It was bad. I'm sure if you were from the desert or somewhere like in the southern states, like, you're probably used to it, but girl, I'm from northern Canada, okay? Like, that was hot for me. But yeah, so it was a good trip overall. I found also, so my appetite started to come back around this time, around week 10, or maybe I was just super excited with all the different food. That was the first time that I've ever been in the States, so I was probably just excited to try on the food. So before we went to Vegas, we sent a box home to finally announce the news to our parents. Honestly, I never intended to wait this long to tell my parents or his parents. I never imagined I'd wait this long, because that was around, what, 11 weeks? But it just kind of happened, I guess. Time has been flying for me. I'm 12 weeks, 3 days already. So yeah, I sent a little box home. I forgot to take a little clip of the box, but I did take a picture, so I'll insert that here somewhere. Basically, I sent home a little box with a little elephant in it and a little onesie that said, "That's it, I'm going to grandma's." And I think I put like a little nummy in there too. And then I put a little picture of the ultrasound, which I don't think I showed you guys the picture from my first ultrasound. Maybe I'll insert that here because I don't think you're really going to be able to see it because my camera won't focus to it. But this was my 7-week ultrasound. So I stuck that in there, and I stuck a little note too that said, I think it said, someone's getting promoted, and you have 7 months to prepare or something like that. Baby nipper due March 30th. I think that's what I wrote. But I really wanted to surprise our parents because it's my parents' first grandbaby, and well, Lauren's mom already has tons of grandbabies, but still, I really wanted to surprise her. But my mom is so hard to surprise. I thought for sure my mom was expecting it at any time, but I don't think she was expecting me to keep it a secret either. So yeah, we sent home that box, and when we were in Vegas, she got it, but my sister lives like 45 minutes from my mom, so she said she wasn't bringing it in until the next day so that was like my first day back to work, which sucked, but she recorded it. And it was my mom and my sister and my nan was there, or my grandma. So when she opened it, she cried. My mom sent me the video. It was a really short video. I probably won't share it because she'll probably kill me, but it's the sweetest thing ever. My sister, she cries with everything, so I knew she would cry. Love you. My overall symptoms are pretty much the same. I always have the sore, sensitive boobs. Even my sports bras are starting to get a bit too small. Like, is it too early to go buy maternity bras already? Like, do I really want to do that? Do I really want to cave? I feel like I have to at least go buy bigger sports bras or something. Headaches comes and goes. Usually when I'm working, I'll get a headache every day. What I have been using is a peppermint essential oil from Sage. Headaches, so I've been getting like lower back cramps, like really low in my lower back, and it kind of is not steady. It just comes and goes, and I find it a certain way I move, especially if I'm lying down. It feels very uncomfortable to stretch the front of my body, the front of my belly. So it feels, I don't know, it feels like I have a stitch in the front of my stomach. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel good, which kind of sucks because, you know, when you're sitting all day, you just want to like stretch out your back, and it feels really uncomfortable. in the front of my stomach, like right here. I forgot to mention too that my skin, I'm still waiting for that beautiful glow, because my skin right now, all up here on my like forehead, just on my hairline, is a gazillion pimples. It's like a mountain range. Gym, so I haven't been to the gym in a couple months, pretty much since I found out. I feel like summers I always get off track anyways, but this has just been a whole new level. So I went to the gym, I think last week, and that morning I feel like sometimes I had the energy to go, and that morning I did, but we didn't end up going till in the afternoon, and when I got there I had like zero energy and I wasn't into it at all. I just wanted to leave. But I did do a little bit of a leg workout. I really need to get back into the gym. I'm hoping now, entering into my second trimester, hopefully my energy levels will come back like everyone tells me they will, and I'll get back into it, and hopefully get back into my yoga, because yoga also has been kind of put on pause, which sucks. I just feel like lately I've been so busy, and I'm so excited for fall, just to chill. Honestly, the leaves are already starting to change color and it's so beautiful, but fall here doesn't last very long, sadly. So another couple weeks and it will be winter. So that's pretty much it. I will mention I had my 12-week ultrasound on Friday, I think it was. And when I went into the ultrasound, she said this could take a minute or this can take over an hour. She said it depends on how the baby is, because she needs to get certain measurements and it has to be a certain position. It wasn't even a minute. And she was like, okay, I'm done. And she was like, that is the most cooperative baby, she's like, I have ever had. She's like, I hope that's a sign for you. He was moving all over the place. Like his arms were like going everywhere. His feet was kicking. He like turned on his side. He was going crazy in there. But he was really active. I know I'm still saying I'm sorry. Oh, and at my prenatal today, we heard the heartbeat, which was so cool. I got a little video of that. It's not very long, but it is something. I wish we took a video of the ultrasound. I don't know if they allow you to do that, but I should have asked. I have gained a couple pounds. I think I've gained 2 or 3 pounds. So I'm usually, like I said, I was usually around 127. I weighed this morning and I was 130. Yeah, so that's 3 pounds. So this is from the front. Kind of looks the same. Can't really tell. There's like hair on me everywhere. Sorry. I am finding my jeans are getting a little tight, and I always like undo the button every time I go out because I'm just so bloated. But on the side, this is like a relaxed belly. I can still like suck it in, but like this is a relaxed stomach at, what am I, 12 and a half weeks. Like, yeah, that's pretty noticeable. Barn's been telling me now for a few weeks that you can tell, and I always used to be like, oh, it's just bloat. But I think that it's finally starting to, yeah. You can't see through my clothes. Well, I mean, you can with this tight shirt on, or if I'm wearing like a dress, you can kind of tell. So I did pick up, I'll show you, the only thing that I have bought for the baby is this onesie that I picked up in Vegas. And it just says, welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada on it. Because I just wanted to pick up a little souvenir. But I think that's all for this video. I think I pretty much covered everything. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!